The 24th of July, Venus, Friday morning, 2026, Common Era, 2569, before Common Era. A brief reading from the Common Buddhist text, guidance and insight from the Buddha. Chief editor of this compilation is Dr. Maha Dhamma Kosajan, otherwise known as Prat Maha Brahma Pandit. We are currently on chapter 11 from the perspective of the greater vehicle, monatistic discipline, monatistic and lay disciples and noble persons. The Buddha urges his monatistic disciples on. This passage gives an inspiring set of guidelines for monatistic monks. After I am gone, you should respect and venerate the code of the Vinaya, the monatistic discipline, as if it were light in the darkness, or as if you were poor and had found a precious jewel. Understand that it is this code that will be your great teacher. It will be as if I am still in the world. Those who wish to keep their practice of the precepts pure should not engage in selling or trading. They should not own fields or houses, keep slaves, servant girls, or animals. They should stay away from all kinds of property or wealth, as they would avoid the flames of hell. They should not cut down trees, cultivate the soil, or dig the earth. They should not practice medicine or fortune telling. They should not stare at the night sky, calculating the dates of the waxing and waning moon. They should not do any of these things. They should restrain their bodies, eating at the appropriate times, and living in a pure and independent way. They should not engage in worldly affairs or serve in government. They should not make use of spells and magic potions. They should not befriend powerful people looking for favors out of lust or pride. They should not engage in any of these activities. They should seek liberation with an upright mind and proper mindfulness. They should not hide their flaws or give a false impression of themselves to confuse people. They should know how much of the four requisites of the monastic life they need, and to be content with that. They should not accumulate and hoard what they receive. This is a brief summary of how to observe the precepts. Following the precepts properly in the foundation of liberation, that is why they are called pratimoksha. The word pratimoksha elsewhere is translated as code of monastic discipline, or can be interpreted to mean literally that which leads to liberation. It is by practicing the precepts that meditative concentration absorption and meditative concentration can be attained, and that suffering can be extinguished and wisdom attained. Therefore, monks, you should keep your practice of the precepts pure and not break any of them. Those who are able to keep their practice of the precepts pure will be able to develop wholesome qualities. Those who are not able to do so will obtain no karmic benefit, and they will not attain wisdom. The precepts are the most important and most secure source of karmic benefit. Monks, During the day, you should apply mental effort to training yourself in good qualities, never missing an opportunity to do so. Do not waste the time. Just go before you go to sleep, and when you have just woken up at midnight, you should recite sutras to keep yourself alert. Do not let your life pass you by without achieving anything on account of sleep. Be mindful of the fact that the fire of impermanence is consuming the universe. Seek liberation right away. Don't go to sleep. The mental defilements are lying in wait like a thief that wants to kill you. More dangerous than your worst enemy. How can you lie there asleep in your own mind? It is like there is a black viper sleeping in your room, and the percepts are a hook you can use to remove it. You can only sleep securely once it has been removed. Someone who goes to sleep without removing the snake has no conscience. Allowing oneself to be guided by a sensitive conscience is the greatest of all adornments. Conscience is like an iron hook which can pull you back from going against the Dharma. Therefore, monks, you should always cultivate a sensitive conscience without letting your guard down for a moment. If you go against your conscience, you will lose all your karmic benefit. Those who regret their unwholesome actions develop good qualities. Those who do not regret their unwholesome actions are no better than animals. Monks, if you apply yourself with vigor, then you will not find anything difficult. So apply yourselves with vigor, and you will be like a little stream that wears away rock by flowing constantly. If a practitioner's mind is often inattentive, a great deal of effort will be wasted. It is like rubbing two sticks together to make a fire. If you keep stopping, it will be very difficult to get the fire going, no matter how badly you want to. Monks, in order to obtain karmic benefit, you must abandon all self-indulgence. Just as you must stay away from any spiteful enemy, the greatly compassionate Blessed One has taught that the highest state brings benefit to all. You must apply yourself with vigor to this testing and teaching. Whether you are dwelling in the mountains, in a marsh, or in a quiet spot in the forest, be mindful of the Dhamma you have been taught. Do not forget it. Apply yourself with unwavering vigor to your task. Do not bring upon yourself the anxiety and regret of dying in vain. Like a good doctor, I understand the sickness and prescribe the medicine. It is not the doctor's fault if you do not take the medicine. Like a good guide, I give good directions. It is not the guide's fault if you listen to the directions, then do not follow them. This can be cited in the Bequetched Teaching Sutra, Yin Yao Yin Ta So, Volume 12, Text 389, translated from Chinese. And finally, a day of no work is a day of no eating. In the Chanzen school, a requirement for physical work for monastic disciples was introduced to help support the fellow feeling in a common task and complement the stillness of meditation. Such work included gardening, though the classical monastic code does not allow digging the ground as it could lead to harming small creatures in it. Communal labor. The practice of communal labor applies to those who are strong, those who are weak, and those of average strength. In order for many people to live together harmoniously, they have to work together to support each other. The manager of the monastery should report to the abbot and send word to the chief monk. The director of practice shall divide up tasks and put up notice indicating that there should be a period of communal labor. He should put up small pieces of paper indicating to each monk where and when they are to report for their duty. At the sound of the wooden fish or the drum, everyone should roll up their sleeves and quickly apply themselves to communal labor. With the exception of the monk who is guarding the living quarters, the monk who is acting as the practice hall attendant, the old, the sick, and the visitors, everyone is to participate equally. Think of our predecessors who warned, "A day of no work is a day of no eating." This can be cited in the Bazang Zin, Monastic Regulations, Taso, Volume 48, Text 2025, Chapter 7, page 1044, A26 through B04, translated from Chinese. We end today's brief reading from the perspective of the greater vehicle as we pick up on the lesser vehicle, the Vajrayana tradition, on the next one. This is a brief reading from a common Buddhist text, Guidance and Insight from the Buddha.